Drop a like in the next 5 seconds and school will be canceled this year. If you don't, you'll end up having Saturday school. Fortnite Chapter 3 has given us a great surprise with brand new Mythic bosses, Mythic weapons, and even the return of vaults. So I'm super hyped to bring you guys all of the Mythic bosses, weapons, and vaults that you guys can find right now in game. So make sure you stick around to the end because you definitely do not want to miss out on any of these, and you want to make sure you and your friends know exactly how to get them. But real quick guys, I give 5 subscribers every single day, so if you want one of the new skins that's going to be dropping, or you want the brand new Chapter 3 Battle Pass, make sure to drop a like, subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a comment with your epic ID. I'm going to be adding way more people since this is just the beginning of Chapter 3, making sure it's all fresh new viewers, so if you haven't got added in the past, don't give up now. But anyways, moving on, if you guys are buying the Battle Pass anyway and you want to help support me, I would appreciate it a lot if you could take a couple seconds to put code Doom in the item shop. I really appreciate it, but let's get into the first boss. So the first boss we're going to be going over is at the Sanctuary, which is on the east side of the map, and you can't really miss it because you've got the giant stone statue of the Foundation right next to it as well, and that is actually who the first boss is. And the Foundation is a completely unique new boss because him and his henchmen won't shoot you until you actually shoot at them. So it makes it pretty easy to take him down if you're coordinated, especially if you're with a teammate. But he does have a pretty powerful attack, which is where he throws a rock and it just blows up everything around him. So be on the lookout for that because that thing is really OP. And unfortunately, we do not get that rock ability, but we do get the Foundation's MK7 assault rifle. And this is the assault rifle that gives you a red dot sight when you aim down sight. So it is the really good assault rifle, and I'll show you guys the stats comparing the Mythic to a lower variant. You guys can see this Mythic is way better. It's already the best assault rifle in the game, so the Mythic one, you definitely want to go for this in your games. It is a ton of fun, so if you struggle getting it in solos, try to play with some friends or add some people in the comments or something, because you definitely want to try this out. So as you guys saw, the rock or the Foundation did not drop a key card. However, there are still vaults, and they're apparently the 7's vault, so they're technically his vault, but you don't need a key card for it. You just need a teammate to go with you and just stand there and it will open for you. And there is actually 7 different vaults on the map, which perfectly coincides with the 7, so I guess they each have their own vault, but you don't need anything special for it. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys all the locations right now so you guys can get an idea of where they are, and if you're playing with the teammate, then you can easily go to these and get some good loot. And there's actually a way you can open it as a solo, believe it or not, but you have to be lucky enough to have an NPC near the vault. So you guys will see here that you can actually hire the NPC, and then once he comes towards you, he will actually count as another player to open the vault. So I'm not sure if this is only possible at this vault location or if some of the other ones have NPCs with them too, but if you're playing solos, then just keep that in mind because this can be super OP before a lot of people figure it out and start landing at the vault locations, because right now most people are going to think they're not going to be able to open it as just a solo. And moving on to the next Mythic weapon, this might be one of the most OP Mythic weapons ever, and that is the IO Brutes Stinger SMG. Because if you guys haven't found out already by playing, you will find out that the Stinger SMG might be the best gun in the game right now since the shotguns aren't too great. So having the Mythic version that does 24 damage and reloads way faster will easily be the best gun in the game in my opinion, because you guys can see like the green version only does 19 damage and takes almost a whole second more to reload, and even the purple version only does 21 damage. So that does make a huge difference, guys, when you consider how fast this weapon shoots. So unfortunately, I do not think it's in the game right this second, but I think they could enable it at any moment, and if they do, I will make sure to pin a comment and tell you guys exactly where it is, because last season they added Sloan's burst rifle a little bit later, like it wasn't out as soon as the game went live. However, this is in the files right now, so it's 100% confirmed, and maybe there's an IO station or IO base that I just don't know about, out. I looked all around the map and couldn't find anything related to it, so I don't know, maybe you guys might see something, but like I said, if I find out where it is, I'm gonna pin a comment, but just be on the lookout for that if there's an IO station anywhere, because you definitely want to get this thing if you get your hands on it. Now, next up for this mythic weapon, the Zapatron. This one's a little bit more of speculation if it's going to come to the game or not, because it is in the files and it was seen in the little pre-loading screen before chapter 3 came out. Like, it was floating in the water around us, so I feel like there is a chance it comes during this season, because like I said, it is in the files too, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that that is a possibility. But moving on to the next mythic weapon, which is undoubtedly the most hyped mythic weapon maybe in Fortnite history, is Spiderman's Web Shooters. And this is a pain to get, guys. I'm not going to lie. Right now, I believe it is glitched because you can only get it in arena, which doesn't make sense. Like, there's no way it's going to be like that permanently. But basically, there's a few different NPCs in arena you can buy it from. I got it from the Cuddle team leader myself, but you can get it from Bunker Jonesy on the way other side of the map, and you can also get it from an NPC in Greasy Grove right now. Personally, I think it's easiest to get it near Camp Cuddle, where the Cuddle team leader is, because there's a lot of different areas you can get gold from, like the couches and beds and stuff. And there is also a bounty board in this area too, so those two things combined make it pretty easy. And if you're lucky enough to find a safe, that is going to be your best bet for sure. But personally, I've seen one safe on the map the entire time I've been playing, so they seem pretty hard to find. So you guys will see I had to do it the old-fashioned way. But yeah, guys, eventually I was able to get it, and at first I didn't really understand how to use it. Like, I was trying to shoot it and it wasn't attaching to anything, but it turns out you have to like hold the R2 button or hold the fire button until it attaches to something, and I do not think you can attach to the ground. I noticed when I was trying to shoot at the ground, it would not attach to it. It has to be like trees or buildings or something, I'm pretty sure, because that was the only time it was actually working. So make sure you guys keep that in mind, because you guys will see I almost failed myself and wasn't able to use them. But when I got the hang of it, man, these things are so much fun. It is like an upgraded OP version of the grappler essentially, because you can just go from like tree to tree or building to building so effortlessly, and the range is crazy far, and it seems like there's unlimited charges while you're going from like tree to tree. So that's super OP. You could just be flying around the map as long as you have something to connect to. So these are by far the most fun mythic, and I'm hoping that they like patch the game to make it available in regular matches and not just arena, and then also have just like one spot where you can buy it, or at least keep it consistent. Because it's weird, if you go into regular matches, like Bunker Jonesy has the dub and then Cuddle team has a different mythic, so they definitely screwed something up, and if they fix that or they change it, I'll be sure to update you guys in the comment section as well. But yeah, guys, this is a ton of fun to use, so if you can manage to get it, I definitely suggest you try and do it. Try to get a friend, you guys can work on getting it together, and I'm sure there is even better ways to use it than what I did. Like I said, it was like right at the end of a match, and I was kind of panicking because I just wanted to make sure I got some footage with it and not die right away. So I didn't do too well with them, but at least I got to showcase a little bit to you guys, and once you guys are able to get it, you'll probably be able to use them way better than me. But yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend getting. Probably one of the most fun mythic weapons they've ever had in the game. Now, guys, there are a few more potential mythic weapons that could be coming out soon as well, because they actually added like the Spire boots to the game files too, which is kind of weird, and I don't know whose mythic that would be, or maybe they'll just keep it as the Spire. I would think they're gonna rename it, but those are in the files too, so be on the lookout for that too. I feel like those could turn into a mythic at some point as well. Another weird item that's in the files, which I don't really know if it's a mythic or not, but I thought there was a possibility, so I thought I'd mention it, and that is a rift generator, and it's called the 7 rift generator. So I feel like that sounds like it could be a mythic weapon, unless it's just like literally a prop in the game. I don't know, but imagine you just had like unlimited rifts as an item or something, and of course there'd have to be like a cooldown, but that would be a really cool mythic, pretty unique. And it looks like, I don't know, it looks like it could be a really big thing, or it looks like it could be something in your hand. I really can't tell from the in-game image because it's just separated on its own, but let me know what you guys think. And then there's also a buffed flint knock that's either going to be a mythic or maybe it could be an exotic, I'm not really sure, but it puts pushes you in the opposite direction that you shoot it, so it obviously works like the flintlock. It's got the 4x headshot multiplier, and it's got a super long reload time. So I don't know, I feel like it might be an exotic, but either way, that should be a super fun gun to use. I hope we see that soon. That's just like statistics, so we don't really have an idea of what it's gonna look like yet. But also, guys, I mentioned earlier that the dub is still in the game, so that's kind of like a flintlock, and Bunker Jonesy is selling that right now. I don't know if that's gonna change when the Spider-Man Mythic comes out, but right now Bunker Jonesy has it. There's also another, I believe, Jonesy or someone at the Sanctuary near where the Foundation boss is. They have the Hop Rock pistols, so you can get those there now. And you can also still get the exotic chili chug splashes from llamas. That's what it drops to, if you guys were wondering. And then I'm gonna try and find what other exotic weapons are in the game right now, because I'm pretty sure there's another one. It might be the Marksman 6-shooter or something like that. So just make sure if you guys see any NPCs to go up to them and see what they got, because I'm sure some of them have an exotic, but I think they're all old exotics, so it's not really that big of a deal yet. That's why I didn't really stress to find out exactly where they were, because I knew if there was a new item in the game that we would know. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff out there. Hopefully the Spider-Man Mythic becomes more accessible. I'm still super disappointed that Spider-Man wasn't a boss. I feel like that's a huge missed opportunity. Spider-Man as a boss with his own vault and everything would have been just absolutely legendary, one of the best things in Fortnite ever. But at least we have a mythic weapon from him, so can't complain too much. But yeah, guys, I think this season has a lot of promise, or I should say this chapter has a lot of promise, a lot of cool stuff, and we know Fortnite just continues to add stuff throughout the season, so I'm excited to see what else they add, and I will of course keep you guys updated on all of it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like, remember to leave a comment and turn on those notifications if you guys want to be gifted something in the future. That's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.